one too, making sure that everything is fine before I start streaming. Because I swear to God, I do not want to end up having to. Anyways, welcome back to I Wanna Hug That Gator. Where we last left off, I was sick. And being sick is no good. Let's start. No, wait. Load. This time I managed to make sure that my mic setting is nice and clear. So we were sick, I believe. Right? We were sick. Thanks to Olivia's advice in cooking, I finally made my recovery and returned to school. I'm glad to be back. Felt like I missed so much while I was gone. So much I needed to catch up. I mean, I did manage to finish all the assignments that Ben had sent me. But I feel out of the loop of other things, like gossip about me. Damien tried to give me the rundown of it during PE. I'm still in shock over how bad something got. 2 cartels running and FBI's most wanted? I don't think that's even possible in just a week. Wow. And let's see, at the end of class, bell rings throughout the school, signaling the start of lunch. As everyone in class is packing up their things, Mr. Latta can speak up. Alright everyone, make sure you complete the assignment by next class and you all have a wonderful rest of your day now. Oh, Inko? Stop at the mention of my name as I throw up my backpack. Could you wait a moment? I have something I wish to speak to you about. Yeah, of course. Olivia looks back from the classroom entrance waiting for me. Don't wait up on me. I'll meet you at the table with the others. With a shrug and a nod, Olivia wheels herself out the door and down the hall. Everyone else leaves the classroom until just Latican and I. Please, seat. I take the seat closest to Latican's desk, putting my backpack down as well. Mr. Latican himself got out of his chair and walked around his desk, leaning against it. Oh. I'll be quick about it. I got a job that needs doing. Up. You miss assignments, I need to make up work. And I need some extra help with something. Something that I think you'll be very interested in. Some good friend of mine are getting married in a few short days, and they've hired me to be their photographer. And given the excellent learning experience, child labor, I thought of you. Me? Yes, if you want to, of course. I could always call in some associates to help me out, but I thought adding in some extra credit would sweeten the deal. What would we be doing? There's a broad smile on his face and a distant look in his eyes. Well, you'll be my apprentice in this case. You'll not only be helping me set up in my room photos, but you'll also be doing a lot of independent shots. You mean I'll be taking my own pictures? Yep. In fact, you'll be using my SLR and lens for this, so try to keep all the shots uniform. The idea of getting to use something like Mr. Vatican's $1,000 cavern makes my head swim. So, what do you say? Interested? It certainly seemed like a hefty task, even if Latican would be there to help us. Then again, Latican would be offering me the job if I didn't think it was capable of doing it. This would technically be my first official photography gig, and a wedding shot to boot. Sounds daunting, yet enticing. I would love to. Alright, sounds like a done deal. After school today, we can talk about it more later. For now, you should be getting to lunch. Thank you, Mr. Attican. I gave the teacher a nod and grabbed my backpack. Just as I held the door, my curiosity gets the better of me. So, who's the lucky couple if you don't mind me asking? The school nurse has to be. The school nurse, actually. The husband-to-be is also a good friend of mine. Huh, neat. I make a mental note to give my well wishes to the nurse if I see her before the wedding. With that, I wave Mr. Dalakan goodbye and head down to the hallway. Wait. Friday? I was gonna practice painting then. I already agreed to go. Wait. Is this Ladakin's thoughts? Wait, Friday? I was already going to practice painting then. I already agreed to go. And even if I didn't, it's real photography. It's not even a question of which I should go, but geez. It's like the universe is conspiring me against me to never stop drawing stick figures. Finally meet up with Olivia, who's waiting near the entrance in the cafeteria. The grassy green girl is leaning over a sour pout, crunching over her maw, close as she passes Acer bees. When she notices I move in the airspace, she perks up immediately. Seeing the transformation is surreal, and I shoot up my cheek to keep from laughing as I watch her muscular tail wag happily. Finally, took you long enough. Yeah, sorry that took so long. You didn't have to wait for me, by the way. I can manage if it means eating with you. I just feel a smile tug at my lips from Olivia's. And hearing Olivia say that, mind if I push your share in? Using me as a battery ramp to the crowd now, huh? Yeah, something like that. Alright. Only cost you ask. Give me your backpack. I'll use it as a shield. When I grabbed the handles, Olivia moved her tail to grab my wrist, like at the arcade. Yes, ma'am. I started marching through the crowd of unruly and famished teens clamoring for their daily meal. Olivia turns her head to me to say something. So what happened with Ladakin? You in trouble or something? Huh? Oh, nah. Ladakin just have a proposition for semester credit. Really? What is it? He wants me to join him at a wedding and help him find out with a photo shoot. He thinks it's a good learning experience. Oh well, that sounds pretty interesting. Do you take it? Yep, could be a good way to hone in on what I know, plus extra credit can help me make up for the time I was sick. You mean when you nearly overdosed on that syrup cocktail you made? Yeah, that. Wait! Huh? What? I didn't say anything. Raul Lolly here. Byronix chuckles to herself. I'm left rolling my eyes, letting her claim victory in his exchange. By the time we got to our lunch, it's a simple matter of locating Damien and Liz by the telephone pole neck. For whatever reason, they're more sequestered table today. If they arrive, and we arrive, it's pretty obvious why. Took you long enough? Ah, crap. Yeah. Expected more from Olivia. Something more graphic. Instead, Olivia rolls herself out of the way and taking her designated spot at the head of the table. I take the spot adjacent to her while keeping a wary eye of the pink parasol. I can't pronounce that. Seems like the Mia's rage against me has simmered down over time, but the air of unnecessary and uneasiness still waver around her. The best I can do is act friendly. Hey, Mia, is there something you need? Need? I'm just trying to catch up with my good pal here. All the red scale menace turned towards Olivia. Her own eyes remain locked with chunky chicken as she's eating mechanically. I thought you were asking Liz for homework, though. I do. Alright, here, guys. A pair of soda cans roll down the table, and I thank Raptor Christ I'm able to catch both before they ram into my tray of questionable lunch meat. You guys were taking a while, so I grabbed the drinks today. No, you didn't. Mia gave this to you. Well, she did because I thought about doing it. She's trying to bribe you for the Mad Masters I helped you earlier. But Lissy, I can't believe you would imply that about me. But it's true. Hey, free soda is free soda, man. At any rate, the real reason here is... Hey, Olivia, you leave your phone at home or something? People are trying to contact you all day. Oh? Olivia pulls her phone from her jacket pocket and catches a glimpse of the wallpaper of a comical portrait of guts that she probably doodled. Yeah, I ran out of service for the month. What the hell? You don't got a proper monthly plan? I got more important things to do than this, you know. If they want to see Olivia so bad, why send you and not just show up themselves? Shut it. Who's so important for all this anyways? What do you think? Ben! Ben wants to talk to Olivia? Why? Why does she want to talk to him? It's just 20 freaking questions? How the hell am I know what's going on between my boyfriend and Hot Wheels here? All that matters is me and Olivia if we're gonna fix it or not. I'll think about it. Whatever. I'm out of here. Know you later, Gator. Is that considered offensive? Mia storms off, leaving Olivia looking very sour. Things alright with Ben? Olivia rests her arms on the table and slumps her head in. I don't want to talk about it. Where's her bright mood from before go? Well, anyways, Damien, you really shouldn't condone cheating, even if it's something as simple as a math homework. But you helped me out with it. That's different. I'll help you out, and I think of getting something out of it. Like answers. What I mean is, in comparison, Mia's trying to be lazy, and she's only cheating herself. What's the issue then? What's the issue? Yeah, I got free soda. Someone you hate tricks herself into staying stupid, and everybody thinks they win. It's great. Huh. You scare me sometimes, Damien. Guess I'll have to ask Ben what's going on when I see him later. My god, Damien is probably smarter than I thought. In the meantime, Olivia's disposition is only getting more and more dour. I tried to think of something to help her cheer up, but I keep coming up with dead ends of what I could work with here. There's gotta be something. I can't just leave her in such a sour mood. Oh, how about that? Hey, so what's the deal with your phone background? Oh, you notice it? She flips her phone and shows me her background. Ah, it's a little doodle Gust. Yeah, I drew it the other day. Got the curve just right on the first try. It was pretty cool. I'll bet. He with you today? Nah, I left him at home. How often do you bring him? Not often. Maybe twice a semester? And even then, it's just when I'm bored. Although, once he was in my hoodie when I left for school. Unexpected. It was. Here, I got some pic save. The screen displays a small creature sat atop a desk with a skinny tail clutched in his chest tightly. I don't know why, but he holds his tail like that all the time. I feel Damien and Liz hovering behind me, her eyes locked into the adorably fat creature on screen. I don't know who's coos, probably Liz, but Olivia rolls her eyes and swipes the next picture, a cute pet now in a transparent ball looking confused. For the remaining minutes of lunch, we just sit huddled around Olivia's phone and turns by her sweet little rat as it did most of the mundane things. Yet it's got methods of doing them was way too undeniably cute. And that's what really got us and made us time fly faster before we noticed. Ding dong, bing bong. I blink a couple of times and stretch my arms and legs so I can get up from my desk. Miss Broccoli really knows how to make 40 minutes feels like 80. Well, at least it's time to practice painting. For real, for real. Wait, no. That can rope me to the photo shoot. I can't practice painting. Can't get good at anything. Why is it that every time I try to improve, something like this happens? Oh, same. At this rate, I'll never get good enough to get a real following. I haven't gotten to actually a whole afternoon to practice at all. Still, there's no way in hell I'm missing this. I ended up meeting with Ben and Latakan right as locking the classroom. Well, our teacher made the assignment. Assignment? Internship? Apprenticeship? Well, he made it all sound simple. I was still the subject of some paperwork. Something about a liability waiver or something. You know, in case something happened to us, like a surprise attack by 5 teenagers in multicolored... What? A surprise attack by 5 teenagers in multicolored spandex? I wonder if that happens often. Yeah, me too. Though I suspect that's very flamboyant Power Rangers when you say spandex. We still filled the form as our instructor gave an overview of what exactly Ben and I would be doing. There's a few structures out here, save one for the edge of the cliff. Ben's the first out of the cramped car with an armful of telescoping back stands. I followed his example, unloading the vehicle. Alright, you two, remember what we're doing tonight? Yes, sir. After we set up the photo station in the corner of the hall, we'll be taking turns walking the reception and taking pictures of our guests. Perfect. I'll be at the wedding party the entire time. So if you need me, just look for a gaggle of similarly dressed women screaming and you'll find me. Screeching. He grins as he helps carry the last of the lightest equipment for the trunk. Remember, this is actual work. Be polite, be efficient, but most importantly, Ben and I sit upright at attention, ready for any orders our teacher will give us. Have fun. But trust me, the class will appreciate it more. Finally finished with the unloading, I inhaled a mix of aroma of ocean and flowers. While I find the scent energizing, Ben seemed to have the exact opposite reaction. His brows pitched together in disgust as he tries in futility to fan away the air with one hand while covering his nose with the other. I think I'm gonna be sick with one. I think I'm going to be the sick one with this weather. At least the view is great. That? It is, yeah. Mr. Latakans lead us to a small garden out front in the reception hall. It's a spacious wedding tent adorned with all sorts of floral and high-end lighting, keeping the place warm and lit. Okay, you guys know how to set up here. I'm gonna go get out to business. Yes, sir. He leaves us, stepping into the ongoing ceremony with a prime camera and tripod. Ben and I exchange a single glance before we both resign ourselves to the daunting task. First one on the list is a telecover stand with a camera. From experience, it doesn't take us too long to get those in place. Next are the reflectors and strobe lights, all packed with heavy cases that have to be hauled inside. Okay, I have to say right now, is the writer for this game a photographer? Because this is a lot of jargon I can't understand. By the third case, I'm already exhausted. Thank you. Shoot, I thought gym class would have me prepared for this. My phone buzzes. Oh, might as well take a breather. Opening up the notifications, I discover it's from Olivia. Hey, Shades. Hi, Olivia. You get your service back? Oh, I lied about that. I don't understand it. What does that mean? Oh, I see. That's like, I think I know what it is. Like glasses, mouth, and anger face. I saw you leave with Latakan after school. What's up with that? I'm helping him with a wedding from a photo shoot. You? At a wedding? Did Latakan give you a better jacket for it? Huh? My jacket is cool enough. So wear that. He said it's someplace called the Carlson Lookout on the way over. Wait, really? That place has a bunch of scenic views. If you see any good landscape shops, take one from me. Sure, if I get the time. No, do it now. Oh my god, she's threatening me with Gus holding a gun. Cute and threatening message received. Jeez. With this, it's a good spot as any. The sun is starting to set, so it does make sense for a pretty nice atmosphere. Maybe Olivia wants to paint another landscape. Distance, I see a few sailboats and a yacht. Further beyond the freighter too, the seats are crowded these days. I take a picture and send it over to Olivia. Thanks. Can't picture thanking me like that entirely. The thought alone of her doing something so sweet a matter. Ingo, this thing weighs like 80 pounds. I'm not doing all the work. Oh, right. I let my camera hang loose around my neck while assisting Ben with setting up the last standing reflectors. Setting up means not only the cameras, but a large charge of incomplete decor prep, which means carry around loads and loads of heavy cases loaded with strobe reflectors, cloth sheets, and many telescoping old pole stands. Following his instruction, Ben has set up a small red carpet path leading into the glamorous shot station. And meanwhile, I was finishing to make sure the marked out spots within the room had the right combination of flash, strobe, and or reflector. By the time our teacher had come back, I just placed the final light in position. As guests started walking down Ben's handmade path, I skirted along the edge with my borrowed high-end camera. The DSLR clicks are muted compared to the shattering guests, and while I think I managed to catch a few decent shots, I'm just not really feeling it today. Something wrong with me? And voila! Ben was having a much easier time working at the makeshift studio we built in the corner. Couples would simply walk up and stand before the backdrop of a massive window on the cliffside of the ocean. And Ben had the brilliant idea to not only set up Latican's lone camera, but his own, so he able to capture the couples from two angles at once. He looked happy with each and every shot he took, and the people always chatted him up right after. And here I am, doing my best not to scowl as I look over the blurry shot I had messed up. Worried because my hands are shaking. Guess I'm nervous. I hadn't noticed till now that my main message app has been going off. Is it going well? Hardly. I think Ben is turning it into a competition. Are you winning? No, not really. Beat him for me? That wasn't a real message. I try ignoring my phone for now. I don't think anything will calm my nerves at this point. The feeling of anxiety only grows as time marches on. I can't seem to get any one picture right. And Ben is zooming around as efficiently as he isn't helping. Oh, that's not all. Olivia's messages just throwing me off. Just break his flash stick thingy, lol, then his pics will be super dark. How out of date Olivia think we still use flash pans? Or lock him in the bathroom or something. I don't think that's sportsmanlike or legal. Oh, I just remember, I need another pic. Can you try shoving him into the wedding cake and hugging the pic from him smashing it to the floor? I need it for news. That? Do it for me? Come on, that's just violent. Just barely within my barely within my vision, I spot a perfect shot of an older couple and the parents, the groom, I believe. There, that's a good chance. I bring the borrowed camera up, look through the viewfinder, and see that the parents have already moved away into another group. The camera slips from my grip, but luckily the neck strap holds it safely on my chest. Okay, I need a break. By finding an appropriate place to sneak outside to go around the building, slumping down against the bricks sliding. It's really twilight now. The ocean's reflection of the sun is getting very close to meeting a real thing. My phone buzzes once more, and something in me jumps. It's not fear though. Just wish I knew what it was. Olivia sends a video of Gus running around a maze she put together using a cardboard and school supplies. When he comes out on the other end, she gives him a grape to bite in her palm. Ah, I was never really fond of rodents. But seeing Olivia's videos and the little doodles, it really started to sway me. There's something about seeing Olivia having such a strong bond with Gus and caring for him that warms my heart. It's hard to believe that this is the same girl that used to give me nothing but icy stares when I first met her. I'm glad she feels comfortable enough with me and let her defense down and be herself. As I continue snapping photos, my trek around the hall to find a good photo op leads me to the stage where the DJ once was. Shame I didn't get any good shots from him while I was here. Maybe Ben got some decent pictures. Looking through the camera lens, I see there's a gentleman sitting on the steps that leads up to the stage, finishing off a cigarette. There's someone over on the steps taking a deep drag of a cigarette and blowing up the smoke towards the window. A truly iconic display of suavity. Before I know it, I've taken several shots. It seems like he wants to be left alone, but he doesn't mind, right? Hey kid, at least get my good side, will ya? Oh! I step closer, readjusting my camera settings and scrambling for an explanation. Sorry about that. I wasn't sure if you wanted the attention. It's alright. People say I got a resting bitch face. Though I can't lie, I'm pretty exhausted. Especially after I have to carry the new missus down the aisle all the way to the car. Ah, so this is the groom. So, you gotta take a photo or what? Oh, right. Sorry. As I raise my camera, the groom takes a Thinker X pose, taking a drag from his cigarette. After a few clicks and a couple of slight adjustments to my position, I believe I got pretty good shots here. There we are. The groom blows up a fumes of smoke from his mouth before leaning over to see the captures. Ugh, smells like a Vegas hotel. I give the groom time to look at each photo thoroughly before moving to the next one. You're pretty good, kid. Managed to make this mud mine looks halfway decent. He lets out a scratchy chuckles, and he takes another puff of his cigarette before slumping what little left onto the floor. Thanks. Say, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing all the way over here? It's your big day, isn't it? As the groom lets out another plume, he already began to dig up another cigarette. Lighting a new cig casually, he begins to inhale it, and keeps inhaling. He holds a finger and he continues to inhale until the cigarette finishes, as he finally exhaling the steam of lung cancer slowly through the course of 30 seconds. Sir? Of course it is. I'm just having a little rest is all. I mean, this has been the happiest day of my life, but it is tiring as hell. Mrs. is certainly having fun, and yet in a few hours when we are no longer bachelor pad, I'll be listening to her moans of how sore it is. The groom lets out another plume of smoke, this time through his nostrils. But hey, if that's the price I gotta pay, holy matrimony and all that jazz. I definitely feel like the groom is laying down a bit thick who is essentially a stranger to him, and yet I can't understand what he means. No, you've been going around the whole reception snapping photos. Why don't you take a break too? He motions his hand to a nearby stage and an available seat. I settle myself on the stage as the groom then fiddles with a small packet, looking closer at a still sealed pack of cigarettes. Friend, tell me a bit about you. Who? Your camera teacher, or whatever he's calling your school. Says you're a good kid and all. A bit clueless. Hey! The groom lets out another guffaw as he cracks open a pack of cigs and plucks a fresh one of the cancer sticks. His words, not mine. him. We've known each other for ages. He actually helped me meet the missus. Funny how that works out. Whoa, Mr. Latican was your big man? He always hated how I told him that. I gave him a lift for some field trip he had in Chaparral. You know why? He could have taken the school bus. But as soon as I got there, I met the rest of his co-workers, including my would-be wife. Petro Prick teach me to chaperoning too. Saying I could use the time to get to know her better. Jeez, maybe I should start asking him. Well, no, I can't. What? Nothing important. Have a teacher tell you to court a lady friend, right? Hey, no, another one of his students. Your classmate, yeah? It's not like that. Come on, I know you want to talk about girls. That's always fun. Humor me a bit. She's just a good friend. Word tasted bitter on my tongue for some reason. Sure, kid, sure. We got a few good minutes for quiet while Bride Sill and her maids murdered a fight over that boutique. I quickly glanced over to see a woman twice my age wielding a folding chair like it was a battle axe. Friend can't help you here, but I can. So this good friend of yours, she like? Well, it's a bit of complicated history. Oh? I mean, when I first met her, she was cynical and sarcastic. Well, she's still sarcastic, but in a lighthearted way. Even when we're friends, she was a little distant. But when she's painting or gushing one franchise or an obscure anime, there's this unashamed excitement and passion in it. I haven't met anyone with that kind of energy before. Once you get to know her, she's just nice. Under it all. At everything? Well, yeah. I think she drew me carrying her once. Oh shoot. Slice a ring off the finger and hold it up to me. You want this? Sounds like you need it more than me. Kidding. I'm just kidding. But dang, that sounds pretty cut and dry to me. Never had a crush before? Not on anyone I know personally. Close together? Yeah. They love each other too, right? Yeah, I guess they do. You guess? It's complicated. They're around so little, I don't even know what their love looks like. How they interact. If they even love each other at all. They never told me their story, why they're together. Anything that would prepare me for the future was outsourced. As far back as I remember, whenever my parents were around were screened nearby. And they weren't around often. I always had that little electronic friend in my pocket tell me how great I was and everything. That's been my only help to get through life. All the best ways to have best friendships, hobbies, romance. That feels worthless now. I'm not prepared. I don't even know what is love. This guy seems to think so though. He'll help me out. See him putting some words together now. Let me give you a little anecdote, kid. The groom finally lights a cigarette. No, this time he slowly to put a puff on it. See my beautiful bride over there? Somehow I'm starting to suspect that these two characters are familiar. And yet I can't quite put my finger on it. Like seriously, I feel like I've seen that design before. It was something about okay, maybe I'm just overthinking it. I was looking up online, but maybe I'm just overthinking. I feel like I see like a video series though. Anyways, He motions with a dual ember on his smoke to where the bridesmaids still violently wrestling and the bride acted as a referee. Even if we have never met, and this was a happenstance meeting. I see her over there, and I just know. Yeah? Is that it? Yeah. Aren't you trying to give me a little push? Convince me I like this girl? You're the one who wanted advice. It is. I thought you were gonna give me a bit more about love. Why the hell would I give a speech about love? You know what it is, and you know what it is. But there's no groundbreaking advice that'll make everything make sense. And you don't need me to convince you. You're just looking for reasons to not believe what's right. Oh, break's over. The run. Man gets up, dusting off his pants and flicking the cigarette butt into the trash. Hey, you might take some great pictures of it, will ya? No more moping on the clock. He jogs into the crowd to meet up with his bride. My phone buzzes in his pocket. What timing? I reach into my pocket and pull out my phone, squinting at the screen. An unread notification from our group chat. Shoot. Do I have the time to be on my phone right now? Maybe I can talk to Damien about this. He's known Olivia for a while. Ben and Olivia used to be friends too. Will he be able to help? Should probably focus on what I'm here to do. Wait, am I really deciding on how to approach this? With the room's words ringing in my ears, I find a second wind of sorts. I can't really understand it. I feel like I'm picking up my prime shots from just scanning over the hall. While Ben continued his more ominous rapid-fire approach with the staccato clicking of his snapshots, I've been singling out couples with their own moments just scattered throughout. I think some of them even notice, seeming to maneuver themselves out of the pursuer's view. Young man, over here! An elderly dino catches my attention, waving me at the table where he and her family are sitting. We need a good Christmas card for them. You'd be so kind. Of course, ma'am. Large group moved one side to the table with me, smiling sincerely at my lens. The first shot seemed perfect, but for their sake, I made sure I take a couple of extra. Thank you. You know how long this will take to be developed? The photos will be developed fairly quickly. We'll sure to get everyone get these before the end of the month. And they smiled and nod, letting me return to, don't forget us. Yeah, get me and my wife. The next clients pulled me aside to take shots of them in the secluded corner. And after that, some of the bridesmaids had grabbed me and shot them. It isn't long before some of the servers are wanting pictures of themselves, posing in some of the decorations. Somehow I'm able to squeeze my way out the mayhem and make my way towards the back of the venue in order to get some much needed fresh air. Shortly after, I noticed Ben after him. Made me wish I was better at communicating and asserting myself in these kind of situations. Ben takes notice of me and approaches at a very casual pace with no one else seeming to take notice of him. Taking a breather, I gave Ben a nod in my head, causing him to smile and adjust his glasses with his index finger. Well, the wedding's almost finished, so worst comes to work while behind us. That's good. Ben checks his phone. 8 hours? Jeez. And my legs are starting to hurt. Telling me, you even have a tail. How do you think I feel? We sighed together, the best bit of silence we had in a while. Across the room, the bride slumped in the chair and tried to kick the heels off. The groom sees me shrug a bit, smirking. So how are you feeling about the pictures you've taken? I think I'm pretty confident in mine. Once you have the right equipment, you? Honestly, I'm not sure. I haven't taken all these pictures right, but it's like something's missing. See? You make it sound like some grand art thing. No, I know. Back across the room, the bride motions to her new options. Looks like at the time is right for him to carry her on his arms like in all the movies. He was probably not expecting those slick moves to position her on his back like a child. He laughs to himself while he pouts loudly and holds onto the air to keep balance, placed with delighted giggles of her own when she finally catches her hand and just holds it. Once again they're talking. The bride is melting into a putty in his quiet words. Or how menial it is. How crude that guy was earlier. The shot is cheesy, but sincere. They both look beyond exhausted, their clothes showing wear and tear, one night in their body language screaming that they need sleep. And also the smiles they have, they just try and look at each other with their awkward positions, speak metric volumes of just how happy they all after all that. How would you do that? Huh? Do what? You took a picture just now. Did I? When did my fingers get placed on the shower button? I guess I did. I checked new entry in the camera roll. Careful, an easy way to waste a lot of memory. You'll probably delete it. Delete it, huh? I think he'll be fine. Actually, I have a good feeling about it. Seemed pretty natural, you know? Ben rolls his eyes. You say so. Before the parasol turns back to his assembly line photo and I grab his shoulder. By the way, Ben. We had stopped on our lunch table earlier today to complain to Olivia. Oh boy. You were trying to call her, but she was upset she wasn't picking up. Don't want to pry into your personal business, but are you two on bad terms? Huh? What are you talking about? What? I haven't spoken to Olivia in ages. I thought we were above gossip, Inko. Sorry, Alright, boys, you ready to pack up? Long night, right? Our t-shirt looks as haggard as he stepped on us. His wings were dragging on the floor as he propping himself up with one of the light stands we bought. Despite his exhaustion, he is grinning wildly. You two enjoy your first work experience? Oh, salute to you, Mr. Madakan. I managed to load up both the memory cards you gave me, and I even managed to try out the different kinds of lenses you have bought. Good to hear, Ben. How about you, Inko? Well, I'm being honest with you. It took a while for me, Mr. Latigan. Well, I suppose it is a tough order to start. So many things to account for, and no, you mean I didn't get many good shots till the end, Mr. Anakin. I didn't even finish the first card you've given me. Nice. The groom saunters up with a huge grin on his face, slinging an arm around the teacher's shoulders. I can't wait to see these. Anakin straightens up and shrugs his arm off, turning the newly worried. My lips are starting to twist. You'll see them when you see them. My team still needs to go through all the pictures and weed out the chaff. Come on. Can't you give a buddy a preview or something? Latigan sighs a bit. Hey, it's your special day. Ben, can you push up the laptop and the card reader? Yes, sir. Inko, while he's doing that, you can start packing everything into the trunk. Sure thing, Mr. Latigan. Before I turn away to start, the Pitrid Petro takes the camera out from me. We can sit at the table over there. The two older men head off, while Ben and I are busy dismantling the multitude of standing flashes and the lamps of the bride, the groom, and Mr. Latigan sits at a cleaned up table with a laptop before them. I can't really make out what they're saying, but I can kind of base it on the three switch between quietly to focus and laughing loudly. By the time the back of the car's loaded up, yeah, these came out pretty damn great. Thanks again for hello. What's this? The laptop displays the last picture I took, somewhat unintentionally. He scans the photo with a critical eye, nods and chuckles with approval. Okay, kid, good job. Be sure to print this one out for me. Despite how lackluster his compliment is, I can't help but feel proud of my work. It's been a while since I felt like this. The mood is quickly killed, however, best. Okay. Are you winning yet? Better be. Are you winning yet? Better be. Let's bet me some flowers for 7 minutes. Even though we're pretty far into the fall season, today is a pretty nice day out. There's a storm coming in later today with a cold front, so the temperatures outside are bearable enough to relax it. Yes, here. They never say but celebrate by eating outside. After a good bit of prodding, Olivia joined me. Eco is cold! I'll freeze my face solid! It's 70 degrees and you already agreed. Calm down. Stepped up the chilled air. Oh no! I'm going to have to put this as my personal profile. I don't know if I want to. Still, that's just cute. He pulls the drawstrings of her hoodie out, yanking it shut again. When I try moving her along, she starts dragging her tail to the ground. You're secretly enjoying this, aren't you? That hoodie isn't hiding your silly grin. There's a table by the edge of the yard that looks pretty good. Now it's just the two of us. Alone. Get there, so always later. So Olivia. Gator lifts her head from a roast beef sandwich, staring directly at me. What up? How about this weather? Seriously? Yeah, seriously. I'm not used to coastal towns, so this is empty out here today. Maybe it's like a human dino thing, or acclimated to snow. Even with the hoodie, it's a lot colder than I like. Plus a scarlet spread across her cheeks and makes her pouting lips grow. Hey, stop looking at me like that. I mean, where are you from then? The Midwest. The Midwest? Only loons come from the Midwest. Oh, what was St. Hammond like before I showed up? Oh, horrible. Everybody here sucks. Well, they still do, holding on for their dear life. I do anything to get out of this place. If I go, I take you and Damien with me. Oh, burning red. Though her jaw is moving, her teeth is grinding exceptionally loud as she looks at Olivia. Oh my lord. Next to her stands a large whale dressed in formal attire. Guess Mr. Ferris is still doing that inspection. And did he hear... Were you saying that just now about student morale, Mr. Scaler? He doesn't even have to look up from his clipboard as he began jotting down over something with his pencil. I said had. Ever since Principal Scaler took over as our principal, things has gotten better. Get worse, do a little snake scalar face, listen both in color and intensity and heat. Yeah, I have to say, this school is way better than my old one, at least by a county mile. So, Mr. Inker, would you say that your time in St. Hammond transfer has been both teachers and classes? Have all the all-around good time. Also, the cafeteria food is great here. It actually tastes like food and not microwave heated gruel. Mr. Ferris gave a nod and bites something else on his head before turning to face Olivia. What about you, Miss Olivia Halford, was it? Got any more comments regarding St. Hammond's? Be honest. Well, school needs more handicap access ramps. Also, the elevator in the main building is busted. Sometimes it gets stuck for a few minutes. Also, our PE teacher steals half from the students and hoards them in... Turning back to face Scaler, who does her best to turn her grip, Miss Halfers had pointed out. Principal Scaler never seemed to clear her throat. I've already sent a request in the district to have the elevator looked at by a technician. Mr. Ferris nods and writes something else on his clipboard before clicking. Oh, this PE teacher Miss Lydia mentions. Oh, Mr. Kosali? Ferris raises an eyebrow. It's his legal name. It's, I know. He checks the page and then sighs a bit. Right. Ferris turns to face me. Well, that's enough about St. Hammond's for the time being. Mr. Inko, how would you say things are about for you? Not just as a student, but also as a growing adult. Some really good friends here at St. Hammond's, and I feel like Dean's faint expression of surprise, but quickly melts away into a warm smile. Yep, that sums it up pretty well. Ferris looks up from his clipboard towards us, a smirk forming on his otherwise flat face. Glad to hear you two are doing well. The Leviathan's finished jotting down something in his clipboard, finally turning to Principal Scalar. I think I have everything I need for the time being. So, Mr. Ferris, why don't we adjourn to the faculty lounge? Of course. We can go over your future budgetary plans over a nice cup of coffee. The inspector turns away, and Principal Scalar lagging behind him with a look of pure misery on her face. I wish he'd done this freshman year. With a huff and frown, Olivia stabs her lunch tray, treating her Caesar salad like a voodoo doll. Well, look on the bright side. She levels a zero eye on me, but remains focused on treating her salad like a namesake. It's senior year and we're halfway done, so we only had to put up with this place for a couple more months. She lances the largest piece of chicken, twisting her sport brothly. And then what? Then what? I guess. I don't really have any concrete plans after school. What do you mean? You mentioned all that stuff about making a name for yourself. I mean, yeah, when I turn to 12 with my meal. You? I'm not getting an art degree. Whoa, really? Online, of course. Oh man, your future. But it sounds like a resignation than a declaration. I at least have something. Even if the path of my goal is vague, the morsel mood leaves me at loss for words. I mean, I was hoping to use this time to, I don't know. I wanted to talk to Olivia and ask her something. Something like that. Stupid Mr. Barracks and his workplace. Olivia's been quiet for 5 minutes now. Even though 5 minutes isn't for a long time, she has grown so much chattier of late. But the silence felt just a bit off-putting. Maybe just a bit off-putting. Maybe couldn't help but wonder if it's a cold shoulder directed at me or just the remaining nerves of my last comment. For your thoughts, Olivia? Oh, right. Sorry. Guess I'm not here now. What were you thinking about exactly? Lets out a sigh and turns her head upwards so her eyes met mine. Really got thinking about what we were talking about earlier. How is it seems that neither one of us want to be exactly after school's over? Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't really given much touch to the fact that I have essentially dropped a bombshell on both of us. I really gotta stop thinking about it though. The idea of neither one of us really knows what to do after graduation is concerning. Most seniors at least have a small idea of what they want to do. At least I think. Hell, Liz made a full chart and a lifetime for herself. I mean, I've always figured I'd go to college, but that feels so basic for lack of a better word. There should be some kind of a career? Maybe even starting some kind of dues at the end of the day though. Worth making plans? The more I think about it, the more likely it is that something stupid just out of left field and breaks everything. Want to make God laugh? Tell him your plans and all. So maybe all I can really do is live the moment? I always hated that sort of thinking. Just be a sitting duck for life with potatoes at me. This life pretending death can show up and take me anytime. Hey, it's Olivia. And Olivia steps in her chair. Oh, hey Mia. Olivia's words are a hiss as she tries to face away from the crimson-scaled girl. Her hands shakily strain against the wheels of her chair, slowly turning it too. Got a couple of questions to ask you, Olivia. Would you like to humor me a bit? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't mind. Hey! The Parasaur saunters up, and with the sway of her hips, pushes me aside as she takes Olivia's reins from me. What the hell? You're insane if you think you're going with you anywhere. We. She looks down to Olivia and back at me. We? He's funny. We are just going for a little girl talk. No boys allowed. And cocks an eyebrow back at me like she knows something. Oh yeah. Will just be a moment. Don't worry that pretty little head of yours. I left gawking and confused as these two head up to another direction. Olivia doesn't seem to know what to say or do either. So she just goes along with the Parasaur wheeling her away? Part of me wants to give chase. I feel useless as I watch the two turn the corner. Thoughts of what to do. Going after a pair are betrayed by my body still frozen by the icy glare from Mia? Damn it! Let's get to class and ask what's all about later. By the time I get to progging history class, I'm half expecting to find Olivia already waiting for me. Some kind of remark primed and ready to be spoken at me. But instead, she isn't there. Ghost, there's still no sign of her. Shit. Shouldn't have let Olivia go for alone. What the hell was I thinking? I really don't want to cut classes, but I can't afford anything bad happening to her. I can't sit here and do nothing. Shoot my hand up in the air, causing Miss Progging to pause mid-lecture. Yes, Miss Nito? Miss Progging, can I please be excused? Why? Class barely started a few minutes ago. Because I shat myself. I'm out of the whole way already. Okay, shoot. Whatever's between them, I'm sure hope isn't turning physical. Where she wouldn't. Would she? My hands clenched together tighter and tighter as I focus on walking faster. Finally, something snaps me out of my trance, the faint sound of squeaking metal. I heard that sound before. In the door? I think this is algebra. Okay. Looks like shit. How should be happy it's done. The two heads turned to me in a mix of anger and surprise. And they're the head of girls I was looking for. It's like a sudden three-way stand-up, and I was definitely not intended to be a factor in whatever this is. Think Raptor Jesus, she's okay. What the fuck are you doing here? I should ask you two the same question. Wait, are they both saying it at the same time? Yeah, same time. Talk to him like that. To me like a maniac. I've been forgotten already. Hey, why are you two in an empty classroom yelling at each other? The two fall definitely silent, unwilling to or unable to speak. I notice a piece of paper in Mia's hand, like something's drawn to it. The style is different, but it's unmistakably one of Olivia's work. Mia, how do you have her drawing? Parasaur stops blinking for a few seconds before shoving the paper in her jacket. Before I can question it any further, Olivia speaks up. Inko, why do you come here? You seem like you were in trouble? How touching. Well, we're all in trouble now. It's Hot Wheels, fill him in. Hey, where's your vicious bravado go? Are you afraid? Precious. Fine, I'll say. I know about what this prick did during the yearbook art contest. Now, ordinarily I wouldn't give two shits, but then it hit me. Holy shit, she can just get away with it. How crazy is that? Circle around me, continuing her taunts.
Then one thing led to another. Now we're helping each other out. After all, if the school found out I leave a permanent mark on her unemployable ass. What? Yours too, probably, since you're involved is all. My teeth creep painfully from the clenched jaw, yet blood drained from my face. I'm talking about her record, you mouth breather. Her art's her big break, right? BS group projects up for me, and some friends of mine turns it in and I make sure the whole incident goes away. I managed to earn back some feelings in my consciousness. This lady is blackmailing Olivia. What the hell? But it's fucking precious. Mia blinks a few times, pointing in her now. I bet you made her pinky swear she'll never do anything like that again. Leans closer to me, Falk's whispering. I'm sorry to break the news, friend, but your friend is a liar. Don't listen, I wouldn't be... She was threatening me. All I'm doing is making things better for the both of us. Not my fault you tried to get away with cheating. You think a cripple like you will have more shame than that? Watch, can't let her keep talking to her like that. Mia, can't you both just walk away and pretend it's never happened? Shit, Inko, you're good. You hear that, Olivia? Wait, but I didn't mean... Olivia is staring at me with a look of betrayal that threatens to tear my heart in two. God damn it, why can't I stop talking for once? Mia waves me off, turning her face target once more. I bet you love to walk away from this. But things just don't work the way, do they? Oh, that's why you didn't want Inko knowing you're still a dirty cheater. Shut up! Oh, relax, it's no big deal. No, I'm sick of this. You already admitted it. Art is my big break, so you're doing this because art is all I have. Your record is fucked. You lose nothing if we get caught, and it's Tuesday for you. But me, it's all I have. You're embarrassing yourself. You know I can't lift or run or carry or dance or fucking anything you do on a daily basis without thinking about it. Share. I really thought you were smarter than this. Takes another step forward. Think, handbag. If you work for crap, wouldn't have a record to hold over you. Everyone knows you're the best artist in this place. You're just a retard about it. So let me be the first to say, congratulations, Olivia. Oh crap. Distractions aside, you're in on it too. You don't want Olivia to starve now, would you? Her words, not mine. Say a damn word of any of this, she's doomed. You understand me? I tried to muster up a word of defiance, but just past Mia's stares of death, I saw Olivia's horrified expression. You're skinny. I honestly don't know what to say or do in this situation. No. Think what over? Your dance or something? It's a simple yes or no question. You can't be... Mia finishes the bridge of her snoot and she's tried to decide. Fine. The two of you talk it over and reach some kind of resolution. But that don't change the fact of what I said earlier, Inko. Don't say I don't do nothing nice. But think carefully, amigo. You both got a hell of a lot more to lose than I do. Mia only gives me and Olivia one final glance before unceremoniously leaving the room. It takes me a bit to recover my thoughts. Never thought Mia would go like a mess. Hi. Why'd you have to come in here? I'm sorry. I was so... Olivia Glaive doing all her work? Not all of it. See next to her. There. She threatened me that she'd go to Scalar and spill everything. And if Scalar knew that I swapped the art, we knew that it has to do with you. That's how I got messed up with her. can't understand why, but even when you're doing to her work to save her skin, she's still threatening your art, and more importantly, you. Garbage. She's treating you, your art, and you like garbage. My words ripped through the gator's girl's frail heart. Her face contorting in a fierce snarl even as her eyes grow wet. Miserable. You know that. Olivia looks away from me. I just don't know what to do. I don't even know if I can trust her to keep her word. And now that you know what's going on, Mia's noose is around both our necks. Listen, we were ablaze. There's only 6 months left in the semester. It's not like she's asking for something impossible. Her eyes regain some fire, she smiles. It can blow over. She's been through this for more long than Bill. It's just, I'm out of options. So is she. Tell Scalar about what Mia's making you do. Scalar? Are you out of your mind? You saw how she handled things around here, especially with that auditor breathing down her neck. I'm trying to avoid getting caught. Okay, Latican. For a split second, I see her mask crack. Olivia makes a show of clearing her throat. Latican doesn't need. Her balled up fist quake wildly at the slammer. I really don't think we can fix this if we're not. Just softening that she's fully drained now. I can handle taking. Took one of her hands, ignoring her in pain whine, and my thumb, ever so slightly, pressed down a joint. All this time, you've been doing your best, Olivia. My soft words draw even softer breaths from her. Mia had me drawing for her group almost daily. I've hurt a lot after long. Maybe it does. Nothing I can't work through. Why can't you trust me to trust everything to anyone else? Please. I'm asking about fixing me. Or fixing things, I mean. Is that what this is about? Olivia's burning out at this point. She's already hurt badly. I can feel her hands still shaking. Beyond the point that either of us alone can handle. Let go of Olivia's hands as she takes back and insults him against her chest. I hook a nearby chair leg with my foot and drag the seat closer. Close enough that I sit down right next to the baronix. Ingo? I find the bearing next to her that makes this easier to what I'm about to say. Breathe in. Breathe out. Meeting her eyes once again, I speak my honest thoughts. Mister, please, hear me out. You'll hate me forever for this. Don't lose him. Look, we can get you out of this. Of course Mr. Latican will understand, even go to bat for you. And if you're the one to speak up, it means that you're the one. Can't just give it all up like this. How can I trust you with my entire future? You have nothing to lose. I have everything. Can you trust Latican? Will he really just let that happen? Mia has no reason. Latican is the only teacher that's never given up on me. I'm here with you too. You're not alone, Olivia. But you need to accept our help. Please. Olivia looks me in the eyes for a few seconds before sharply snapping her face downward. Her body then begins to quiver, almost as if she trembles with a mixture of cold and fear. Olivia, get up, I'm here for you. Olivia's shaking sense. 2 seconds after those thoughts crossed through my mind, Olivia's shaking resumed once again. The shaking is followed by sniffing. At which point I noticed tears rolling down Olivia's snout and falling right into her lap. Olive, before I could finish my words, she lunged towards and wrapped her arms around my abdomen, bringing me forward and bringing her face to her stomach. At which point, she begins to let out what I can only describe as a pain-filled wail. First, with utterly floating in praise, hand raised and eyes wide. Nothing in my life has ever prepared me for a situation such as this. No. You know what to do. To an eye level with her. Then, while saying the words, I wrapped my arms around hers. My waist pulled. The distant puffing on my chest. Rhythmic. The realization that her heart sets my face a period now. Ready? The door held open with the back of my shoe. Look back. Crap, I'm an idiot. Once she reaches me, Olivia gives me a meaningful look. So I didn't get the intent till her tail wraps itself around my wrists. Oh, right. Taking Olivia's reins for her, we start towards the art teacher's room in incompanionable silence. Can't wait to just go home and relax. Maybe open a bag of chips. Olivia's tambourine has fallen into a 2 of a richer scale, so that's nice. She's seen enough of Mia to last a while. And again, so have I. Probably kill us if she saw us sneaking off. We're near the end of it all. We are near the end of it all. It's nearly over. As the first bit of quiet we get, just the sounds of Olivia and I walking through the halls. Olivia's gripping my wrist pretty hard. I guess she's still pretty tense. Hey, maybe this is a massage. The sounds of Olivia and I walking through the halls. Wait, Olivia and I walking through the halls. But Olivia is in the wheelchair. Where does the second footprints belong to? Something ancient awakens in me. A chilly races down my spine as there's a knife poised behind my neck. The gator girl tenses. As stiff internally, her pupil slowly shifts to mine, and the contraction pinpoints to the alteration of the danger of my ancestral instincts are wearing me off. Oh, sweet mother of merciful Raptor Jesus, she's right behind me. No! Oh shit. Oh shit. Sweet mother of Raptor Jesus, she is going to kill us. Faster, faster. Oh shit. Close, 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 close. The elevator finally begins its descent downwards. I exhale deeply as Olivia grasps for breath. My arm still stings from Olivia's razor gripped. Good thing I have a jacket. Her claws have shredded the sleeve. I think it may have even drawn blood. Shake my arms for a bit, and Olivia retracts her hands apologetically. Sorry, sorry. Oh God, are you okay? No, I'm not. What happens when we reach the bottom? Mia will be waiting for us. Olivia removes the key from his slot. It won't open. Just don't make any noise. The elevator reaches the bottom. Just as the reader said, there's a small gap on the door light in. Nobody there. We sit in the dark, empty cabin for what feel like minutes. I'm pressed close to Olivia when we wait it out. I can feel her tail wrap around my ankle, which thankfully won't grip my immediately. A bit warm in here. Heavy rapid footsteps stones on us, accompanied by the sound of ripping paper. Mia's destroying everything on the walls. You fuckers better still be in there! You cowards run away, so help me, Raptor Jesus! Right in front of the door. Hear her heavy breathing and soft thuds as she attempts to put her ear to the door for the few times. Try to stay as silent as possible. I'm afraid that homicidal parasaur can hear my heart hammering in my chest in pants-crapping horror. Well, think of it this way. Now I do feel like I shat myself. Mia, with no intention to vent her frustrations verbally, resorts to the next best thing. Physical therapy. We're surrounded by the sounds of ripping paper, dented lockers, and drywall fracture. On occasion, something hits the elevator door again. Libby and I don't dare move. Hear other voices. Mia's drawing attention to herself. Who the fuck are you looking at? With that fucking luggage case on wheels! Good luck bending when you're into a straw! Okay, I'm not saying that. Olivia takes a sharp breath. Silence. What's that sound? It sounds like a series of sharp cracks. Hey, whoa, it's all cool. It's not what it looks like. It's rapid footsteps echoes down the like that. Still a light knock on the elevator door. Hey, is anyone in there? You sound exhausted, but it's definitely Latikins. By now my eyes have adjusted to the light. Olivia's relief is palpable and shared. My body is finally relaxing and practically melting against the wall of the tiny elevator. I'm going to have to tell him. It's safe to come out. It's all clear. Oh, it looks like a stick of dynamite went off out here. Otherwise, it's fine. Look at Olivia. Stares at the key in hand. He moves to unlock the elevator, but hesitates. I think our teacher is able to sense it, since his tired voice carried weight of his worry. Everything's okay. I promise. Olivia whispers softly. Ian, and opening up means telling Latigan everything. It's a safe bet. Nothing can be said for sure. She can't do nothing. Can't do anything either. So she looks to me if I have the answer. It's offered to me, technically held between the two of her claws. I see. I think I see now. If I take the key, she feels like she doesn't have anything to be responsible for. But if I don't take the key, yeah, I shouldn't take the key. She needs to do this by herself. She really has to open that door and tell him she needs to be responsible. And I trust her. Don't take the key. Darkened lens on my shades, I can make out her moon silver eyes filled with all the worries in the past month. Worries she endured because of our friendship, and possibly more. Ingo. My fingers curl softly, pushing the key back into her palm. My lips move, but no sound comes out. You will understand, Olivia. Either from my unspoken words, comforting grip, Olivia is able to gather her courage. We share a simple nod, and her hand finally moves to the panel. With the key inserted and twisted, the dark room shudders briefly before the middle door finally slides open. We're greeted by the sight of our teachers looking very haggard with a blow slick and sweat falling from some strange black rod. Olivia reels at the sight of his odd baton. Thank you for saving us, Mr. Latigan. Don't thank me just yet. I'm gonna need an explanation for all this. So is Principal Scalar for that matter. He stepped aside and motions us out the elevator with a wave of a broad stick. Come on now, give the editor some time to take care of this mess. Holy shit, it looks like Mia tried to destroy everything within her reach in the hallway. On the ceiling, the pipe is leaking water intended for the fountains and toilets. A group of dinos in overalls around the corners looking absolutely pissed. I articulate it now, and I feel the acute pain in my arm. Olivia's hand reaches back. Behind her head, the arm she grabbed and ready. All we did is run away from Mia. Mr. Latigan sighs, but not long after. You sure she's actually going to get in trouble for this? That's a relief. Come on, you two. You two can lucky here till school clears out. You sure? Here till school clears out. You sure? You're going to stay after. What are you going to? Loud noises makes me stumble. What are you going to? Loud noises makes me stumble on the floor. The device in his hands. Is that a estrus protocol? Anyways, I'm going to run and get some things done. They're going to want burn the place down, alright? What the heck is an estrus?
Hey. What? Oh no. Stream went down, always back. Stream went down, always back. Why does the stream keeps ending on me for some reason? Also, as for Estrus protocol, let me just write you a hint. Estrus, a recurring period of sexual repressivity and fertility in many female mammals, also known as heat. It's big heat. It's basically a heat stick. You think that happens a lot in this school? Alone, I go sit near the back of the classroom. Looking out the window, I finally let out a huge sigh I've been holding in. Olivia rolls over to join me. Surprisingly, she's smiling. You alright, Inko? Could trust him. We sit in silence, just looking out the window. When school's let out, we watch a crowd of students going home. I don't see Mia in the crowd, but it doesn't matter. You think despite it all, Olivia's life is going to be a bit easier after today. What does... Oh. What does... Oh. The eyes are drawn upward to the heavy clouds and the rain. Downpour. An umbrella wouldn't help with this. Hour. Classroom doors open quickly. Mr. Latican is back, panting hard. Sorry about that. The faculty is doing a sweep to campus right now. Apparently, there's a monsoon scare right now. Monsoon? Happening here? Latican gestures to the drenched outfit and the windows as if to ask Mia had clocked me in the head. I just finished putting the covers up. Cover? Let's keep close to the wall, yeah? What do we do now? Latican shakes his phone at us. Shelter in place. We're all stuck here for a few hours. Olivia reaches into her bag and pulls out her drawing book as well-used pencil. Actually, why don't you two use the time to catch up on some schoolwork? I'm sure you have some work from the other classes still pending, and I can't think of any better time to tackle than that now. Today's been rough. Can I do this or finish my other classes? Maybe. Fine, I'll catch up with some of that too. Saw her book theme mathematics book, which she sets on the table with more force than necessarily followed by her notebook. With some hesitation, it's clear in her mind that Spirit is into the work a bit. She constantly taps her pen on the table and looks around the room out the window. Eventually, she lets out a groan and slams her book shut. This sucks. Please do something else. Latican, who's been busying himself with grading some paperwork, stepped away from his work and looking at Olivia while rubbing his chin. Well, there is one thing you could help with. I would need both of your help with it. Would you even consider it as an extra assignment? What do you say? I don't know. Lay's been free to the back of the room and waves to the two of us to follow him. Oh. Getting a head start on this section? Maybe we'll be making prints or learning C41 and... Oh, Olivia spoke to my back. Quit it with the cinematic gait. You're going too slow. Oh no! This is the storage room. There's boxes over there. I need one each station around the room, but they're too heavy for me. You can, of course, legally, you get one bag of chips and keep it in my desk. Fine. Nice. Come on, Olivia. You cleared the way for him. There's actually something in the bus we'll need a bit. The two move back to the entrance and I'm faced with them. What are these loaded with? Bricks? Something like that. Pick a share and collapse in a heap. My muscles are... I guess I'm getting stronger. I can walk back into the dark room with a small black toolbox. Oh good, you're done. Come now.
Come out and take a breather. That looked tough. Hey, rather. Hey, here. Olivia shows up in the doorway behind Latican. I'm surprised she didn't use the dolly. What dolly? Mother! For the love of I hate you. The spirit? Olivia stifles her laughter into sniggering the snort fest. Your mood will improve when you see just what you've been carrying. I... Oh? He grabs a box cutter from the shelf and slices the top one open. Our teacher pulls out what looks like a large overhead lamp from the box. Oh, sweet. So that means you'll be making your own prints for midterms. That sounds awesome. Oh man, I can't wait to. Before any of that, these needs to be assembled. The rest of the parts taken from the first box and sit down meticulously. Olivia got curious as she rolled up in the station and handed me one of the funnier looking pieces. Anywho, here you two go. Wait, two? Yes, two. Don't think I didn't notice you washing ink so much. The stammered denial from Olivia does nothing to wipe the cheeky grin from our teacher's face. But what about you, Mr. Latican? I'll be right back. He makes his way to the door again. Gets better without me. I need to go fetch a few things. Before either Olivia and I can speak up, he left the room. Olivia already had the toolbox open to her lap. Right then, I grabbed the folded up instructions and lay it out, seeing the details of a bizarre device fully assembled. Okay, so step one. Hand me the next piece. Though, but you could have, and I didn't. Olivia's tail reaches from some brackers, but I grabbed the limb before she can shake him. Hold on. You gotta do things right, or the enlarger might not work alright. She retracts her tail from the. You're no fun. This is an oversized lamp. That's a gross oversimplification. You're a gross oversimplification. Latican's going to make you use one. Latican's going to make you use the one you break. This means I can sketch more, right? Well, it means you can't participate and learn about photography. Photography is your thing. It doesn't really apply to me that much, doesn't it? Well, maybe if that's the case for you. But photography is my thing and the whole reason I took this class after all. Oh, sorry. It's nothing. Olivia politely rests her hands on her lap. Her eyes linger on the box of parts. Well, how does it work then? Print enlarger? She shakes her head. Photography. Like, why the giant lamp thing? Isn't it all digital today? Oh. I think that's the first time someone actually asked me about it. Sure, I have lots of mid-shower rehearsals to play my hobbies at their now. It's all about stock composition, and this machine is part of the production of it. Hitting the right things in the right places at the right time and both a certain feeling. Competition is a thing in painting too, you know. I'm ill prepared for Olivia's comeback. Yeah, but it's a lot easier to pick the composition you want. You don't have to worry about any factors other than yourself. With photography, you have to build the good photo. That's the fun of it. Could you express all kinds of things you've never expressed with a photo? Olivia taps the claw on the imager, the metallic ping echoing in the small room. What said all this junk? He smirks at my petulant comment. Fine, I'll show her. I'll prove to you that this takes skills. I hold the lighting proton up, making sure there was the right angle, and fasten the light source right and lights up the entire base. Olivia looks at me with confusion as I move to the entrance of the room and flick the light switch, bathing the room in the bright red again. Base. What? In a minute. I hold the manual under the light and slide the bulb, checking which knob is which, slowly turn them. As the lens and below shift, the Rorschach test transform, gaining more definition until finally it becomes the hey, it's me, Mr. Latican. Took a bit to find a flashlight, but now how this room is. I look up at the shiny white pterodactyl pointing at the flashlight between.
Look, I'm not around. He leans against the doorway to get a better look inside the dark room with his flashlight. Powers out the whole block, and apparently our backup generator is a decades old. It's only keep by our combined laughter. Eventually, we just ran out things day, and just wait quietly in each other. Eventually, we just ran out things day, and just wait quietly in each other's company. Anakin slept stalwart in his chair. Long day today. He glanced out the window, still being assaulted by sheets of rainwater out day. He glanced out the window, still being assaulted by sheets of rainwater outside. Normally, I'd be home right now. Resting. You two mind if I relax a little here? No, go ahead. Thanks. He stretches behind him, cracking his spine against the glue of his chair. Olivia, I've been meaning to say. They're usually so quiet. Sure, isolated even. Have you noticed? Maybe I'm a bit old-fashioned. It hurts me to see a student hurt themselves like that. When you're in the adult world, you'll see this all the time. Once someone's in a rut, they tend to just stay up there until the days went together instead of lifting themselves up. Like they got all the time in the world. So proud of you making that effort, Olivia. Oh, Mr. Latican. Don't mean be flustered, be proud. Manage to form a friendship. Of course, I appreciate you spending an other glass too, Inko. There's no problem. Come on, school hours are over. You can drop the mister. I mean, it's not something for me to be thankful for. I'm just a friend. That's great to hear, though. You can't always navigate the world alone. Someone to keep company can really help. And more than you can imagine. Anakin leads forward to place a hand over both of ours. He just barely makes contact with Olivia's wrists, and she winces and yanks it back. Shit! Olivia? You alright? Ow! I'm fine, that just hurts. I was fine before though. I've been trying to stay off that wrist all day. Is it bad? It's a great move. Student's been overworking herself and I give her an extra. He leans forward again, gently holding Olivia's wrist, expecting it and being careful not to cause any pain. You need to take care of yourself, Olivia. If something were to happen, be completely beside yourself. No. I know you were doing this to work, but how did it even get this bad? It was a lot of extra work. Doing the whole group's assignments on top of my own. For the last 3 weeks, basically all my free time.
It's been great practice. This was what I was telling myself. Olivia does her best to hide her wincing as the teacher tests her arm. Would have never made it to graduation. All because of that painting you swish? Shakes his head and lets go of Olivia. No. It goes further than that. The painting was all because of the pain you've been going through all these years. All because of that first contest entry hanging at the gala. Your first venture into the art world, and it went how it did. Olivia looks down at her hand, stretching her fingers in and out and slowly and carefully. Can't move without thoughts. Our teacher palms his face and grows into it. It's a genuinely good piece of it. I've told you that so many times. Looks up, manages a small nod. Horrible chain of events. I had to witness it. All these years. Watch it as a taking your friends, self-worth, that little smile when you first came into my class. Now, I was just talking about how people act like they have more time than they have. Reckon? You're right. Super. More than okay. In fact, I made up my mind about something. You, take me to the gala, please. There's something I want you two to see. No words. Let's do it. Please. The storm rages against the glass ceiling. What normally the source of the hall and natural lighting is completely obscured by the typhoon. And there's still no signs of Latican. I withdraw my phone and turns the flashlight on it too, hoping to improve the situation. Can't hear something else. Aside from us in the rain. Something getting closer. Tiny red light in the distance. Sort of a sound. Tiny ember bounces and sort of a sound. Tiny ember bounces and sways in the rhythm of an odd tapping until whoa! Is that an axe? He is. I'm frozen for a second. So the forces his way through me. What the heck is he planning to do? He wouldn't even hurt us. Heck and what? Something kicked aside. It's Olivia's painting from the art contest a few weeks back. It smashed loudly against the glass casting on a display case. These are the ones, yeah? What? I'm ignored. Latigan is staring straight at Olivia's. She's also struck fearful, but she nods. Latigans take a deep breath and face the display. What are you gonna do with that? Hey, Latican, wait. This is a bit extreme, isn't it? Whoa. He's destroying her first art piece. Wow. I think Latican became my favorite teacher of the whole game. Olivia? It's gone. Both of them. should have been done long ago. Yeah. Anakin, this is crazy. You know, what about the other things in the case? Who fucking cares? Those students graduated ages ago. You know how many still do arts? None. Throw collateral for someone else's can. Fine by me. Olivia? Got no other big explainings now. I can make another. Yes. That's what I need to hear. You make me so proud to hear that. Do you remember in sophomore year when you challenged me that I think of something I want to do and set a goal to it? Of course. Couldn't think of anything back then. But there has been one thing I've been wanting to do for a while now. And like you said, some company really helped. Olivia grips my hands a little tighter. Promise not to laugh? You mind asking me again, Latican? Sure. I believe it was... If you could leave right now and do anything you wanted, what do you want to do? Anything at all? Yep. I want to go see a fountain. Paint it for you. Fucking brilliant. There's a fountain here? There's a park not too far from here. You can barely see the fountain in the center of the window. You can see it right now in the storm if you want to go there. I think I know of it. It's the Stig Equestrian Park. That's wonderful, Olivia. Latican stumbles a bit. I rush to give him the shoulder, some glass shards, and crush it under my feet. Huh. Good thing the power's out. No cameras up or anything. Did you get in trouble for this? I'm always in trouble for something. And ordinarily I just take the hit. Especially something like this. That Mia chick can take the fall. To hell with her. Olivia managed to allow another smile. I'm looking forward for that painting. You better get to me. I will. You better help. Of course. Anakin motions for us. Wait by the school's entrance. For a while, we sit there. Do you have one, Anakin? Do you have something you want to do? I'm already doing it. No, really. Really? Teaching high school is a great job that nobody ever regrets. You should pose that question to Inko here. All this character development and he barely says a word. Alright, Inko, what about you? What do I want to do, huh? I could pick anything. Guess? Wait. Bit unimaginative. That's just hater talk. I'll probably start looking into more the how and not the what. Like you would know, I can totally do it. Your theme is successful. Your blog theme and have 10 followers. You look me up? Yeah, I got bored. At least follow me if you're gonna cyber stalk me. I follow you when you make good content. Also, your interpretation of Godzilla you copied from video essay sucks and you should feel bad. I copied Latican motion with the axe and karate chop Olivia's leg. Didn't feel that, jackass. Well, I guess some banter is a form of motivation as well. Sounds like you have quite the promising to uphold now, Inko. Dude, even with the distance being thrown around, and the uproarious laughter, I'm seeing non-existent. I feel the muscles in my face ache. The bouts of laughter and grinning, which made the taxi's arrival so disappointing. As we were escorted out of the parking lot, our merch was replaced with something more back in things we said to each other. Back to what our pet-filled teacher has said. Are we in the world alone? All the time I spend Olivia and her friends? never occurred to me that she's harboring something like loneliness. I mean, maybe it's a load like a wild crowd composed to a single madman. This? Practically the group's nanny or something. Driver of the yellow bands leans into his horn and I can feel the baleful leer on me even though the haze of fog raindrops. Olivia draws her hood up and I hold my jacket above my head. A final look to Mr. Latican, we thank him. No need for thanks. Seeing my students grow and prosper to adulthood is all the reward this old boss will need. As we wave send us off into the rain, through the irate taximan's van yells at us about the burning gas. While Olivia's works to get herself situated in the cab, I turn back. Mr. Vladikins is sagging a meaningful back to the building. Boy, hurry up! Okay, this is the and good night.